Vibing has a great question. It says, what was the funniest moment on tour that made you laugh really hard? Man, that's a hard freaking question to answer because there's a lot of funny shit that happens all the time. One story that just pops into my head that it's funny now. It kind of wasn't it was sort of funny at the time, but now it's really funny. Was that when I was on tour with Crowbar, and maybe it was 1999, something like that. We were on tour with SOD, and we were in Cleveland. Okay, and we got done playing. It was a really good show. We had sold like a fucking fuckload of fucking merchandise. So, Mr. Weinstein, as we were speaking about earlier, had a little bit to drink that evening. Let's just put it that way. And, we're getting ready to leave. Everybody's in the van, and the way that we had the van set up is that Ben Falgood, the singer of Goatwhore, was driving us because we were renting his van and his trailer, and Todd Strange would sit in the passenger seat. And in the back of the van, there were no seats. It was just mattresses. So everybody would just get in the van and lay down or sit up and just, everybody have somewhere to stretch out. So back there, it was Kirk Weinstein was in the back with me. Sid Muntz was playing drums at the time, so I was in between those two guys, and a guy named Frey Thullier was teching for us, so he was in the back with us as well. So basically, it was just a floor and mattresses on the floor, and all our sleeping bags on top of the mattresses, and we all lay down. So Kirk gets into. I'm already in the van. I'm laying in my spot, and on this side of me was Frey. And on this side of me was Kirk, and Kirk was right by the door. He was right in back of the driver's seats, because he pees a lot. So instead of him having to jump over everybody and get out, we just like, dude, just take the spot right by the door. That way you gotta pee, you get out, no problem. So he was laying right there. I was laying on the side of him, and like I said, we did really good on merchandise. He had a little bit to drink, so we had this ice chest full of beer that was between the two seats. But at the time, Ben and Todd were counting the merch money, so they had all this money set up on top of the ice chest, and Ben's like, it's like, tells Kirk, like, Kirk, man, we did really good on merch tonight, man. It was like, it's fucking like stacks of money on top of this fucking ice chest. And Kirk's like, all right, son, would you grab me a cold one out that ice chest and celebrate? And Ben goes, give me a minute because we're counting all this money. We got it all in the ice chest, give us a few minutes. And Kirk was like, now, goddammit, I want a goddamn beer now. So he's going on about wanting the beer. They have like this fucking ridiculous amount of money on top of the ice chest. So Kirk ends up getting pissed off, okay? And he swings his arms like that and punches me in the nose on accident because he was laying on his back and I was laying on the side of him, and basically his arm just like hit me in the face because he fucking swung his arms and got up. And I was like, fucking goddamn it, dude. Okay? That's not the funny part yet. So he's like, and he's yelling at Ben. He's like, "You give me a goddamn beer right now. I'm gonna kick your fucking ass." And Ben said something smart ass to him. He's like, don't let your mouth try to check that your ass can't cash. So what happens is Kirk jumps out of the van, swings open the door, jumps out the van, slams the door, goes around to go to the driver's seat, and is trying to get the door open to get Ben out of the driver's seat, And Ben has it's one of those old school fucking locking mechanisms on the fucking driver's seat door. You push it down, and Ben, as he saw him walk around, Ben locked the door and has his finger on the lock and is going, "Fuck you, man!" And and Kirk was out there having a fit, grabbing on the door. I'll kick your ass. Come out of here, motherfucker. And yeah. That to me was a funny story now, but at the time it was pretty ridiculous. You know, I got slammed in the nose. I'm freaking out because I was like asleep when he hit me in the fucking face, and I wake up to this and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I look at Ben when fucking Kirk was running around the van trying to get him out the van to beat him up, and Ben has his finger on the lock, just flicking him off. I thought that was pretty funny. So yeah, that's just one. That's just one of many funny stories. Funny shit happens all the time on tour. So.